Hello everyone, can you hear me? Please press 1. Please press 1 if you can hear me. This is a surprise live and I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Thank you so much. So, hold on. So, I'll just go ahead. Okay, there's a lot of people commenting. I can see it real time here. So, yeah. So, what about today? Of course, you already saw earlier what is gonna happen. So, this is a surprise. I don't know if you're surprised. But yeah, so this is a round table discussion Gamefi developer talk with Heco and RPGC tonight. Of course, the main host is GMATRIX, and we just hosted this and helping them to, of course, be seen. At the same time, the sponsors are the following: Polygon, GMatrix, Torum, B21 Capital. Heco is actually Huobi's decentralized Huobi. That's how you that's how you pronounce it. It's very hard. So it's a decentralized high efficiency and energy saving public chain, the first ever product launched by the Huobi Open Platform. So guys, let me know where you're from. Okay, you can hear me now. There's a lot of comments now and there's 72 viewers. Wow. Nakakagulat ba yung ating okay. So the mechanics for today, guys, once we reach 100 viewers, of course, it's very best for us to do that. So 100 viewers, let's target 100 viewers for tonight. And good evening. I know we're all in lockdown, and let me just go ahead and introduce to you what's gonna happen for tonight. All right, so this is a new thing that's actually BlockTides is doing. So starting now, we're gonna have some series here on YouTube. So of course, this is going to be a Game and Metaverse Developers Association, DIT startup, and the cooperative organization, guys, of Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Heco, B20 Capital, RPGC, and Mo Magic. This is all because of course, okay, please bear with my Doberman. All right, let me just go ahead and flash the commercial scene, and let me just go ahead and make my dog silent. Okay, one moment, guys. Alright, he's silent now, guys. Sorry for the commercial. You all know that Poknat is always in our live series. So, guys, okay, so from Bohol, from Camarines Norte, Philippines, San Pedro, Laguna, from Batangas, Malabon City, Saria, how can I pronounce this? Sariaya, Quezon, Navotas, good evening to everyone, Bohol, Coronado City, Cabangcalan City, Quezon City. Okay, all right. So the rules for today, guys, I'll tell it. I'll say it after this introduction. So the guest speaker and of course the host for tonight is GMATRIX. They're one of the partners of BlockTides, and of course this event initiated by GMATRIX will discuss traditional games entering the GameFi market from the aspects of game development and distribution, interactive experience, game assets, game ecology, and other topics. And the guest speakers for tonight are from the team of GMATRIX. Who is GMATRIX? You haven't heard about them, right? So GMATRIX is the first omni-chain, guys. It's not just multi-chain, but omni-chain game released platform on Ethereum, but of course with independently developed middleware and standalone chain products. And then the next speaker is from DIT startup. So Dream Market is the only joint venture investment institution focusing on entertainment and life. But for me, guys, life is all about having fun. So yeah, let's make it. So they're based in Taiwan, and they're one of the shareholder matrix includes Game Orange Digital Technology, UQ1 International, Wangqian International, YE International, Digital Entertainment, and other game companies. So this is a big event, by the way. So the membership matrix includes Taiwan Esports League, Wolf Valley Entertainment, and other game ecological enterprise. DIT Startup integrates the resources and cross-domain advantages of more than 20 well-known enterprises, as well as angel and seed round capital resources to find new venture teams with strategic investment values. Because you know, guys, my take, GameFi is the new gold rush, okay? So of course, there's a lot of people here going to speak, and without further ado, let me just go ahead and check if they're available now, okay? Give me a moment. All right, so one moment. All right, so they'll be introducing themselves. So let me just go ahead and flash the commercial scene, guys. And please go ahead and share this YouTube live stream video for tonight. We already have 96, oh no, it's 100 viewers, guys. All right, thank you so much for supporting. So are you all excited? So the price for tonight is basically 25,000 worth in Philippine pesos. The grand prize will win, of course, 10,000 Philippine pesos. You'll be happy for sure. And then the second prize is 5,000 Philippines worth of prize. And 10 winners for, of course, 1,000 each. And what you'll do is, of course, later, once we do the round table, guys, you're going to ask for the best question. All right? We will be able to choose the best question for tonight. And, of course, go ahead and do your own research, searching for the following in the banner. We will be choosing the best questions for tonight. All right, so without further ado, I'll just go ahead and flash the commercial screen, and again, my apologies. All right, guys. So it seems like they're ready for tonight. So I'll go ahead and flash the other screen, and I'll see you there.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yes. Yeah, here.
Hello, 1 2 1 2.
Further ado, of course, guys, let me introduce you our roundtable panelists for tonight. So let's start with Eugene. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Eugene from GMATRIX.
All right, and the next one is Andre. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Andre. I'm head of crypto department in Red Part Games.
And Wesley.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Wesley. I am the business development for Heco.
Great. And lastly, Sam.
Hello. Okay. Yes, my name is Sam. I am the CEO of the GMATRIX. Thanks for the invitation. It's my pleasure to share.
All right. So now, guys, by the way, we're live on YouTube channel of Blocktides, and the main host is basically GMatrix, and there's a lot of people now watching. All right. So let's go ahead and let us ask the right question. So we all know that GameFi boomed last year because of Axie Infinity, right? So my first question, this is not in the questions, but this is my own personal question. So let's start by answering this from Eugene up to Sam, okay? So the first question that I have is basically, where do you think GameFi or Game plus Finance will go in the next few years?
I believe Sam can better answer this question.
Yeah. So we know the GameFi the 1.0 is coming from this year, and GameFi come very exciting. We know the finance model and the NFT and the traditional game company, they are all interested in the new area. So in this coming year, I think the metaverse and the DAO and the NFT will have new synergy to work together. So we'll try to understand how to develop a new blockchain game based on the traditional game company. They can develop a very funny and interesting game, but they don't know how to do make the new economic model in their game inside. So I think in this year, the traditional game company like the 3A company and the traditional blockchain company will work together. So like GMATRIX, we know this issue, and we try to help to build a community, build an ecosystem, and to make new product for this company. So I believe this year will be very exciting. The metaverse will also come, and I think the GameFi will enter a new area in this year.
Completely agree with you. So there's a lot of games already being listed on CoinMarketCap, Binance Smart Chain, but what's best actually in GMatrix is omni-chain. Others are multi-chain, right? So here is actually omni-chain, which actually covers all blockchains. So it's best. Like, I'm actually amazed with all of your plans. I saw the games already inside GMatrix. So yeah. So
Yeah.
the next question. So for Andre, what's your answer for that? I'll repeat the question. So where do you think GameFi will be in the next few years?
I think now market is growing up, And now if we compare to big industry like game industry of traditional games and GameFi projects, it's totally different. And we're talking about a big market like $200 billion as per valuation of JP Morgan last year, and GameFi market only like 2 to 3% of that means like 5 billions. And I think if there are big media companies like Meta from Facebook, which can grow this kind of GameFi industry in 2-3 times during these 5 years, and I think after 2-3 years, it can be grow the segment of the whole game industry till to 3 to 10% of the whole game industry. It's been like market should reach the numbers 15 to 20 billions. And if we talk about money, yeah, like that. It's my opinion, and we should also understand their legal framework of it. If our companies and big media companies in China, in America, will support this kind of segment of the business, it will grow up faster.
I totally agree. Especially there's a lot of gamers, right? Around 3 billion. So it's just like, I don't know the latest statistics about the gamers, but for sure, it's a big market. And then in China, we all know that Tencent is actually the biggest player for mobile games, right? So yeah. So the next question will go to BTC Master.
Hey, how's it going?
Yep. So where do you think GameFi will be in the next few years?
Yeah, honestly, we see a lot of GameFis come and go through the bull market, and I think not every single game is going to stay, especially the games that are very similar to the current DeFi products that doesn't really have the gaming mechanisms that is really enjoyable for the players. I think Axie Infinity is the only game that sort of created that high barrier of entry for this particular bull market. Now, moving forward in the next 4 or 5 years, I see a lot of triple A gaming studio personnel, game designers coming out to really, to really make a statement and to design the games that are actually interactive with the gamers themselves. But while being intuitive, but at the same time, you still have the finance aspect where you can still play to earn, but in a way, it's much more interactive, it's much more engageful, and I think we will see more and more of those games coming out. Gaming companies like Gala or like we see Metacore, stuff like that time and time again. They're still in their core developments, and I think as time progresses, companies very much like GameAtrix would be more robust and bootstrapped in the space. So I'm very excited and looking forward to it.
I actually know Jason Brink, the president of Gala Games, and we're helping them actually for the Philippines for them to be known. So yeah,
That's me.
we've done a live stream with the traditional gamers here, tier 1. So Alodia Goshingpiao, the cosplayer, and other streamers. So let's talk later for the panel interview. But for now, we will go ahead and proceed with the presentation of each project. So let's start with Samding or Eugene Chang.
Eugene first.
Yeah.
All right, Eugene. So you have a presentation.
Okay, let me share my screen.
I'll
Is it
give
cool?
you the host. Okay, one moment. And then you can go ahead, guys, and just turn off your camera for a while Eugene is basically presenting. Okay, so you're the host now.
Okay, let me check.
Can you check, Sam? It says you are the host now.
Yeah, I think I'm not a host. Sam, are you host? Is it possible you
Yeah.
allow me to share my screen? Or you can share our slide. That works. That works as well. Yeah, let me ping him 1 sec.
Sure.
Sam, you can either make me to be the host or you
Sam,
share our slide.
can you share the slide? Make Eugene as the host.
Yeah, either way. Yeah, sometimes the Zoom setting is kind of frustrating.
Yeah, don't worry. This is the new normal for all of the projects and speakers now.
Right, exactly.
There's a lot of games, but while we're waiting for Sam, there's a lot of games already onboarded in GMATRIX, I saw. Can you tell us about it, by the way?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you say that again?
There's a lot of games already in the
Yeah.
GMATRIX website. So can you tell us about those games while we're waiting for Sam?
Right. So actually, currently we are work with 5 games, and then we just reached an agreement with another game studio, like Magic, which is a industry leading studio. We just reached an agreement with them earlier this week. Yeah. So. Right. Okay. Wait. Let me see. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you so much and welcome again.
All right. You mean now? Because I saw the screen is still in the commercial. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, what's up, guys? I'm Eugene from GMATRIX. Thanks for having me. So GMatrix is the first omni-chain game release platform which developed middleware and sidechain products. So everyone knows the GameFi industry right now is growing super fast. It's a 270% increase in monthly user, 181 times increase in daily transaction volume, and a 700% increase in active wallets every single day. But if we compare these to traditional Web2 game industry, it's almost nothing. There is a huge 180 billion market size over there. So our question is, why is there a huge gap? Turns out Web2 game developers are struggling due to inexperience with blockchain, number one. And number two, they are not familiar with how to distribute games. And number three, they are not sure about market dynamics. It's understandable since we all know the market changes so fast. And number four, they are not familiar with incentive models, which I think is super important in pretty much every blockchain product. So how do we people in GMATRIX solve these issues? Firstly, we create a middleware that developers can simply use our SDK to turn their game into Gamefi. Second, we have a sidechain that connects to Heco, so the game studio can target a huge Heco user base. And third, we will build a marketplace for all the games that join our force. So they don't need to build their own, and they can generate revenue from day one. And fourth, the wallet that is fully integrated into our SDK will help them provide a better user experience. So in summary, we remove the biggest barrier and made them could focus on game development itself. Okay, so let's take a look at our SDK. For game developers, once they use our SDK, they don't need to worry about the wallet, and they don't need to worry about the publishing channel. Further, we will consult them about tokenomics and on-chain strategy as well. And of course, they will be listed on our launchpad, and the asset they issue can be traded on our marketplace. As for the game itself, since we create a new sidechain, the transaction per second will be guaranteed. Okay, so for game developer, there are three things they care most. That's the wallet and browser and security mechanism. That's super fundamental in the game. And now we are the only one in the market that provides wallet. If you go for other solution, user will have to install other third-party wallet, which leads to lower user experience. As for the browsers and security mechanism, we also provide a beyond expectation quality. Imagine to get all three key components from just one SDK. That's what you can get from GMATRIXS. So several members in our team got experience in sidechain. That's why we have accomplished an EVM compatible chain and SDK package. And 6 games are working with us right now. Not to mention the diehard fans in our community is ready to play the game we launch. So the games we chose to work with came from the famous studio Red Pad Games. Also, I want to announce that earlier this week, we just reached an agreement with another industry-leading studio, Magic. Okay, so what can our GMATRIX token do? So first of all, game studio have to stake GMATRIX token to use our service. And then the asset they issue, they can trade in our marketplace, right? And they have to pay 5% fee, and we only accept that fee in GMATRIX token. And also the game NFT can only be minted with GMATRIX token too. And the last one, we will provide a trading pair that support game token pair with our GMATRIX token. All right, so this is our tokenomic. So as you can see, there is a 14% allocation for fundraising. And we are offering, at this round, we are offering 20 cents for per GMATRIX token. And our current valuation is at 20 mils. All right, the last but not least, we are the only service on the market. They can simply use an SDK, and then you can get a marketplace, you can get a wallet, you can get a game token link with our platform token, you can get a launchpad, and also you can get an incubation. All right, so that's my intro about GMATRIX, and thanks again for having me.
Thank you so much, Eugene, for the great presentation. I'll be asking you questions later for sure. So let's go ahead and proceed with Andre. You can pass the host to Andre.
Okay, my pleasure.
Yes, hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You can go ahead and present Red Pad Games. I'm thrilled to know more about Red Pad Games, and you can go ahead.
Okay, Red Pad Games is a game development studio, which is planning to develop around 5 to 6 games during the 10 years, and we have the token inside of it, the coin Red Part Games coin, which we planning to turn over inside of our ecosystem with all games, and our gamers can use it, buy their skins, buy some of media inside of the game, and they can buy and sell in the marketplace inside of the games. And we plan to develop this play turn technology and give opportunity to our gamers also be not only like a players and also be like investors. And we separate develop our tokens under exchange in the crypto world, and our players can be investors as well. And we have this segment of their games like with a AAA graphics. It mean high quality of their graphics, and I think we have first on this kind of market who planning show to the world big games with a play turn technology. And also we planning to develop our ecosystem by launch products on their PC, on their PlayStation, on their mobile version, and also after 1 year we plan to add to our technology VR as well. And all of them will have big opportunity to join GameFi market, because we will have inside there the ecosystem which will help buy and sell our token. And actually, how about any questions or need to show the presentation of our pitch deck? Just please explain, please. Host, could you tell me? Yeah, I see. One minute. One minute. I will do it now. Do you see now our presentation? Do you see now? Okay. As I told about, there's a game industry. There is, as per according to Morgan Stanley global game report, around 3 billion players in the world, and that will facilitate the global game market to generate around $200 billion, and if exactly 175, and segment of MMO games equal 78 billions. And the main idea of our Red Part Game Studio, we focus is only on MMO, RPG, and cyber sport games, and we're planning to take by 2027 around 7 to 8% of all MMO games, and which now estimated around 6 billions, and it's our plan, and we plan to reach it and make it double end of the 2032. And how we plan to make it? It's we aim to reach these targets by launching new game products and creating crypto tokens within it. And as I told, gamers markets now the biggest one in Asia, and around 1.4 billion players there. And for us, it's a focusing market. And as I told before, we are planning to build a bridge between gamers and crypto communities. And the main idea is to give our clients possibility when you play in our games. And we see there big opportunity between beginners who just start the online games and advanced esportsmen. And there is a segment which we're planning to develop. As you see, we go to the market with a AAA graphics, and we have Dustland, our first game, and beta test will start on the 2nd February. You can join our announcement channel. There is a form which you can fill it and take part in their beta test of their Dustland game, the first game, which will launch on the PC. And after July, we're planning to launch as well on the mobile phones. Our gamers can buy the skins and on their marketplace, which you can not only buy, you can sell it, and you can earn monetization of for the users will be by their airdrops daily. Also find the Easter egg rewards 2 times per year, and opportunity selling game items of on the marketplace, like skins, weapon, gotten dungeons, vehicles, and also participate in the game events monthly, sell accounts on the marketplace. And it's I think the next step when you can monetize your time, because before the gamers just play the game during the 1 year, 2 years, just lost the time, but now you have opportunity to monetize it. And our tokenomics is based as per evaluation of the game, as per valuation of Chrome company. We have 3.5 billion evaluation of Dustland. We launched an initial emission of 7 billion RPGC coins, and we started seed round 2 million RPGC. It's already closed by the 0.5. Now we in our community we start sell private round 5 million RPGC, price 0.7, and middle of February we planning to start public rounds, and it will be started by the price of $1, and it will be unlock period. And if we talk about the same scales liquidity, we planning to bring back to the liquidity around 30% of our full sales liquidity, and buy it. It will be like market makers procedure for that one. Also, for each games, we planning to turn over around 7 million our tokens, and the first year will be unlock only 3% of the whole estimation, and it's around 210 million RPGC. Do you hear me? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Regarding our token, we have payment system inside of it, and our gamers can send their request. So we have a company in Switzerland, we have company in Singapore. Also, we're planning to join exchange, and all gamers will have access through their accounts on our platform, Redpad Games. So they will have account there. They can change your RPGC token to stable coins like USDT. Also, and it's time to change your game token to like to fiat money through our accounts. And if we talk about our roadmap, and we planning increase our community by the launch products on the mobile phones, on their console, like PlayStation. With we plan to increase it till 2 million, 3 million users, and end of the year launch new products, Wartide Worlds. It will be also include all of platforms like mobile phones, mobile version, and also PlayStation, and also VR. We have a team with which graduated and have 18 years experience in game industry, and has been involved in such projects like EVE Online, World of Craft, World of Tanks, Call of Duty, Metro, Stalker, and we also supported this kind of projects by the server part, by the creation of 3D models, and now we have cooperation also with Amazon servers. We have cooperation with NVIDIA. NVIDIA giving for us streaming service, GeForce, giving video cards for free to. We closely work with Amazon on the server architecture and network architecture, because we give for them consultation how is game industry running out and how does it work. And now, as per our numbers, we have 1.3 million people who applied for registration to the first game Dasland, and more than 530K users already registered on the platform, and they ready to buy our game. We will start from the $25. It will be access to the game, and we will have 3 package of it, and you can join it. About our team, me, I'm head of crypto department. We have a big experience like a crypto advisor in blockchain projects worldwide. Farouk Hunter, he's from US. He developed our token, and he has a big IT international network of smart eco village, interesting collaboration in private sector in around 80 countries. We have a team of lawyers who is from technology sphere, and they are registered around 60 blockchain around the world, and we supported them. We know the legal base, and we know there's the first news about it, and we work under develop their legal framework, as I told there before. We work with Ranking Games, right? Sorry, Ranking Game. I think you should know them. They create for us. They create for us players. They create for us inside of the game their whole staff. They help to us also. We work with Exola, there is payment system. Our company already, Redpad Game Studio, awarded by Crypto Expo Dubai, like the most interesting cryptocurrency. We're planning to join in March again the Crypto Expo Dubai. We will be in their Moscow live at their game studio, which will have their play turn technology. You can see us in Moscow in April as well, and we are registered in Zug in Switzerland. We have a registration of the token in Singapore, as I told, and we have official evaluated by the Croft company, who is one of the top 10 of consulting company who is giving evaluation of the games. And we have big plans to develop this bridge between the game industry and with the standard games, and between the GameFi industry, which have a big potential to develop. And I think it's the next step of the game. Thank you for your attention.
So the next presenter will be BTC Master, but guys, please stay tuned. We'll just go ahead and do a commercial break before he presents. Okay, give us a moment. We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, just let me know. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is BTC Master. I'm here representing Heco as a layer 1 infrastructure. So to begin with, what is Heco, right? Heco is a layer 1 infrastructure that offers really high-speed transaction performances using HPOS consensus mechanism. Our TPS can reach as high as 500 plus, and block time is as low as 3 seconds. We also offers meta transaction functions to further reduce the chain costs for the developer and the users. So it's a very intuitive layer 1 infrastructure, very much like Avalanche, Solana. So yeah, so it's best optimal for like GameFi development, NFT projects, as well as DeFi protocols. So move over to the next slide. Furthermore, Heco offers a very smooth cross-chain experience, supports RPC interface of all Ethereum and related SDK to seamlessly connect the ecology on Ethereum chain. So we're able to bridge over any project that is EVM compatible like that, right? So basically we're able to get the experience a lot more smoother than say Solana because they're based on Rust, and a lot of their experiences have to be rewrite in order for it to be fully compatible. So moving over, so far we have roughly 500 million transactions taking place on chain. There are almost 19 million addresses that have taken place, which is pretty proud. During the peak of last year's DeFi summer, we actually had about a total TVL of $12 billion. So moving forward, we're really striving for Web 3.0 projects, not just DeFi protocols, but very much like GameATRIXS. We wanted to onboard SDKs that can support a large group of audiences, a large group of gamers, a large group of engineers. So I'm going to share a little bit of my consensus in GameFi and why it is so important. As the host earlier mentioned about, Axie Infinity being one of the biggest game that taken the lead in Q2 2021. Their daily active user grown to 100K people, and it really is a phenomenon in the whole general crypto space. The revenue have surpassed $18.48 million on a daily basis. Well, as November of last year, the total, I think the total revenue for the whole GameFi industry surpasses $3.7 billion US dollars. That's something to consider about, right? So gamers are where the monies are at, are of course there are going to be a lot of adoption in the gaming industry. So moving over, well, this slide is specifically in Chinese, but let me further explain. Well, we believe in like a successful GameFi projects would have to have like a specific asset protection mechanism. So it needs to establish 3 of the following qualities, right? Usability, which is stand for ownership decision in how to allocate these resources, and has the right to refuse anyone or anything in the metaverse or in the in-game ecosystem to use his or her resource. Number 2 is priority in proceeds, meaning like the owner of that particular asset has sole ownership and right to determine the profit usage. And number 3 is rentability, which you, as the owner of the item, of the thing, you're able to reallocate and resell any of the resources to anyone. And this applies to not only game, but also SDK protocols as well. So in my opinion, this are, indicates a success of any GameFi projects. So GameFi projects are hard to create in a way. So I think many of the GameFi projects need an engine, right? An engine that prevents you from running too far out, but an engine that also helps you to create something in a much more shortened time period. So I think GameAtrix is well, we're really proud to establish this relationship with GameAtrix, and also like honored to be here with all of you guys, and looking forward to really foster this whole relationship moving forward. So that being said, I think that will conclude our my specific presentation. Love to hear any questions coming from the audience. Cheers.
So, yeah, let's proceed in the discussion for the panelists that we prepared, the GMATRIX team. I'm speaking to her now. All right. So you can see there in the questions below. Just choose the questions for later, but we prepared 5 for tonight. Okay. So you need to choose in the YouTube video comments they prepared. So I don't be the one. I'm not the one who's going to choose. So it's gonna be fairly chosen by you guys. Okay. So for now, please go ahead and choose the question in the comment section on YouTube. Do you want to choose, Wesley?
Oh, so I get to choose what question I wanted to answer, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. A lot of these questions are, so a lot of these questions are tailored toward GMATRIX. So why don't we have like Sam pick up the first one?
Yeah, I think I can answer the question for the SDK middleware, because GMATRIX is a technology company. So 2 years ago we have this idea. Because the traditional game company, they don't understand and they don't how to do how to transform their game to GameFi project. So 2 years ago we think about this. If we can deliver one SDK and complete middleware, we will accelerate the process for translation of the traditional game to GameFi. But 2 years ago, it's not GameFi idea, just blockchain game, because we know make the data on the chain, the performance is really slow and the gas fee is really high. So the infrastructure is not ready. So right now, like the Heco is a good project for the layer 1 blockchain. So we can work together to reduce the gas fee and with the high performance transaction. So right now, GMatrix is the first omni-chain SDK solution. We deliver the wallet, system wallet, and we help the game company to think about security, and we help them to make the data on our sidechain to accelerate the speed, and connect to cross-chain, different public chain can work together. Only one SDK and only our lawyer can do this. Okay. I think not only the technology solution can help the traditional game company, because they also need how to publish the game in blockchain community. Yeah, so we want to deliver the Launchpad and Marketplace, help them to get traffic, get the game player, and get the investor from the Launchpad and the Marketplace. It's also very important. So individual GMAX will become like the Steam, traditional game privacy platform, to help them to gain some traffic, initial game player. So GMAX will be the very important entrance for the metaverse. Yeah, it's my answer for the question. Thank you.
There's a lot of great questions. Let me see. Question I'm still pouring in. Hi, BTC Master. Regarding to the uniqueness, how are you differ from other projects with the same concept as yours? Well, I think there are many other layer one infrastructures on the market at the moment. If you look at Binance Smart Chain, they're probably one of the most adopted layer one at the moment. With like daily trading volume, daily transaction in the billions, right? We really wanted to prioritize projects that are very much Web 3.0 centric. I think every single chain or every single layer one infrastructure have like their own unique like set of niches that they wanted to build on top of. For instance, like I think Solana is best known as like building NFTs, GameFi projects. And then you have like Avalanche. I think they're best known as like a lot of good DeFi protocols are on top of it. Same for us is like Web 3.0 projects again, very much like GMATRIXS that are really settling for games. That leverages the tools that leverage. You can leverage those tools to build a lot of exciting new stuff on Web3. So that's what we're excited about. Yeah.
I completely agree. There's a lot of questions as well, great ones to be honest. So yeah, we actually have a prize for the best questions, and you know that it's very authentic because those are real people. All right, so Andre, please go ahead and choose a question from the YouTube comments.
Could you tell me which kind of question there?
Oh, you don't have the link.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me just get the link. One moment. Where is the link? All right, so before we proceed with that, one moment, guys. I need to check the link. All right, this is the link. I'll send it to you here on Zoom. Please check the chat. Oh, you don't have the link.
No, I see. Yeah, you have
let me
a
just
lot
get
of
the
questions.
link.
Just could you tell me there one of them? I will try to reply because I see it's coming very fast. Yeah. One of curricular features. Wow, a lot of. Security through the projects. Okay. Okay.
Which one you want to answer?
I cannot, need to stop it. Better choose any question which you like it, and I will reply to on it.
I'll choose?
Yeah, could you choose it?
I can see their name. I don't want to be biased because they're the community that we have.
Okay. Yeah, one question like which kind of 1 minute?
You can ask, guys, by the way, a good question for Andre. Don't worry, take your time because it's best for us to choose the community question.
Okay, 1 minute. I will choose it. Few minutes.
Daing tanong. There's a lot. It's so fast, right?
I like the idea. What problems might traditional games encounter when entering the GameFi industry.
Okay.
Yeah, I will try to as I told, what can be faced is the lack of legal framework, and in big countries like, as I told before, America, China, also Europe, the legal basis is not ready for implementation, even as advertising of this kind of business, and media block it because they're talking about blockchain, and you should find the good media and marketing company who can go and make proper marketing. And when business games start to earn, it's perceived as a gambling, and there are additional restrictions for the gambling. As a rule, embedding in a play-to-earn technologies, like the task is to change this attitude. That is this type of activity is need to explain. It's like a full-time job, and exchanging your playing time for money by withdrawing their accumulated funds to yourself as a salary. And is the next is there? We have problem is next is the high cost of the game. We're talking about the game with the AAA graphics technology and their high quality graphics, the high cost of the development and blockchain development, and need also marketing, which increase the cost of entering the game, and there need to find solution for that one, maybe some regulation, or there's some supporting collaboration with GameFi projects like that.
Okay, so that's the one of the prepared questions. So thank you for answering that. So can you answer that for us also, Sam?
Yeah, another question?
What problems might traditional games encounter when entering the GameFi industry?
Yeah, so I think the first problem is the technical issue. The infrastructure is not ready because the very popular game, there are many players will be online and concurrent to play the game. So the server loading is really high. But right now, if we know the Ethereum, the blockchain, the transaction speed is not very high performance. So if we only support the network like the Ethereum infrastructure, it cannot afford many players online concurrently. So I think the first issue is technical issue. We need more strong and mature blockchain infrastructure right now. And the second issue, I think, is the economic model, because the data in the game, we know maybe the game design is play for fun, so they will design the economic model is balanced. Maybe some player can get some achievement in the game data model, but the other game player will get another achievement in the game data model. But right now, it's not just play for fun, it's play to earn. And individual maybe play for social. So it's really complicated how to design the game data economic model to balance, for the balance, for the fund, for the make money, investment, and for the social. I think it's really complicated. So how to design the economic model is another issue. And I think when we think about the blockchain is decentralized world, so like the NFT, IP, and the asset, individual maybe the game, one game and the other game will communicate. like the IP will NFT will transition in the different game. So how to make the cross chain happen? Maybe you get one weapon in this game. You can use the weapon NFT in the another game. Can you imagine? It can happen? So we don't know the omni chain. What kind of the omni chain will happen? So GMATRIX maybe will be the role. We make the SDK in the different game. We make the middleware in the different game. Maybe in the future, we will be the very important role to bridge the different game and make the different NFT can use in different game. I think this is another issue. We think about a decentralized world. Yeah, how to do this. I think this the traditional game need to think about how to transfer the game to the blockchain game. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe this. I think this is a good question. Maybe Wesley or Andy can also answer the question. We can share the idea.
Yeah, Wesley, go ahead and answer the question. So, what do you think are the most common games or the traditional games? Because, Ubisoft just actually went for NFTs, right? And they're a traditional company for making games development. So, what do you think are the problems that they will encounter when entering the crypto, blockchain, and GameFi industry?
Well, I think one of the things, a lot of traditional gaming people would agree with me is that, and I apologize for saying this. I think what I might know, I'm not a gaming person, but what I heard from the people in the industry is that traditional gaming could be very structural. So a lot of it is like hierarchy, right? Gaming designers, it takes a lot of innovation and a lot of creativity. And traditionally, many gaming companies really try to eliminate or trying to restrict a lot of those creativity and innovation from fostering forward. Hence, it really creates the general sentiment of that. Like for instance, if you develop a game such as GTA 5, the amount of cost that takes to develop that game is probably billions of dollars. But most of the time, maybe half of those money actually goes to waste because of the amount of time you have to redo the game, right? And I think that's why you see more and more game designers from the big AAA studios coming out, and they're really throwing their hands up in the air and just telling the corporate and just be like, I'm really reluctant of building games for you guys. Instead, I wanted to build something that I really truly love and passionate about. It's really going back to the early 2000s where we see the first wave of internet, and we have crazymonkey.coms. I don't know if you guys play those when you were little. It's like those mini games, really passionate people are creating those games not because they can make money, but rather they could actually, they are building something of their mind, and they wanted to make sure that it is fun and interactive to play. And I think crypto bridges that unique way for both content creator, gaming creators, and also the players, and eliminating the middleman, which is ultimately the big corporates that are trying to build the centralized games.
That because before, here in the Philippines, the reality is actually there's a lot of people playing games, right? I am here in Manila, and the company Block Tides is registered in Singapore. But yeah, I'm a Filipino, by the way, guys. So that's why the reason why I told you earlier that I'm helping also Gala Games for them to expand here, because they know that there's a lot of real gamers here as well, especially in Vietnam as well, right? So I do know the landscape when it comes to the countries, when it comes to real gamers. So that's actually is the best for us to not make games in a job way. You know what I mean, right? So, but to make it fun. At the same time, I don't want to badmouth any other companies because that's just the reality that we're speaking about. So, when it comes to the traditional games, I know that Heco actually understands doing that, because one of your, by the way, we also interviewed Thunderlands, one of your, I don't know if you know them, but I know you have a lot of games partner
Oh yeah, I
there.
know, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so Thunderlands, I also interviewed them, and we still have the Heco NFTs stored in my address, so I need to give it up. So we interviewed them as well here in Block Tide. So yeah. So the next question that we have. So this one is not from the community, but this one is prepared by the team. So the most essential difference between GameFi and traditional games lies in the mode of playing to earn. The one that you mentioned, right, Wesley? So what supporting points should be paid attention to when designing GameFi's economic model?
Okay, about yeah, about economic models. Yeah, it was hard to, as you see my presentation before, we evaluated uh, by consulting company, and evaluation is a huge, and evaluation actually the full of GameFi industry now, and it's hard to make their uh, economic model for that one. And if we, as I told before, GameFi market around 5 billions, and it's like two and a half of the existing industry, and it's necessary to adapt traditional GameFi games with the right, I think, lockup system and the game in traditional development, because the cost of 3 millions and GameFi only like 200K. And you should the estimate there for using tokens is a different when the model is calculated, well, with estimated cost of the game from like 3 to 4 billions, you enter to the market of 2 to 5 millions only. And the task is developing an economic model is to correctly from the lockup model during the life of their of the product. I mean, the product is the game, and you should to understand how you should to create this kind of bridge. And I agree with the Sam. Just need to create this kind of bridge, and some of companies from this industry. They already tried before sell NFT to their game community, but to the game community from the traditional games, they no need NFT. NFT need only for blockchain communities who touch the crypto. They know how does it work, what need to do, and I think the main idea, the big companies with the game, they should to create separate crypto division and to develop your community separate and to explain them. It should be university inside of the company to explain the gamers how does it work, because during their like 10 years before was games like web 1 games. Yeah, it was some traditional games. After that came web 2, like World of like Warcraft game, WoW game like that. And now the second time, the next step of the game, which will show their technology, which combine the blockchain and combine the gaming. And I think it's the next step. It's like a new era of the games. And but for that one, need the preparation, need university, as I told you. You need to explain your game community of traditional games. How does it work? What need to do? And sometimes only NFT and only some big influencers is not enough for this kind of industry. It's just my opinion. Yeah.
Understood. Yeah, definitely. you have a really good point about that. So when it comes to the combination of all things, because as Wesley mentioned earlier, some is his own point of view. They might come in a structured way. Unlike here in crypto and blockchain, it's just like Telegram is our key for communication, Signal. So yeah, when it comes to how they do things, it's gonna be more like traditional as well. So they need to actually incorporate, or someone out there can bridge the gap between traditional games and the blockchain space. So that's the first key that I can think of. That's my own opinion, guys, because that's how we can solve things. And of course, really education how the blockchain works, because they only know about NFTs. It became hype. They just know that there's games out there already releasing. So the main point here is how you can enter it in a proper way for you to succeed, like Axie Infinity, right? And Decentraland or other games are out there like the Sandbox. You understand what I mean, right? So yeah. So let's have a commercial break. The Zoom meeting will end again. We consumed the 40 minutes, guys. So I'll send you another one, okay? All right. So my camera is now working because my brother is here. So yeah. So guys, please go ahead and follow GMATRIX, follow Huobi, follow Red Games on Twitter and their social media channels. I'll go ahead and flash the commercial break, and we're now choosing in the background for the best questions, especially the 10 winners, the one winner of 5,000 and one winner of 10,000 in Philippine pesos. We'll send it right away, and please bear with us. We'll just go ahead and do a commercial break. Thank you. All right. So guys, let's go ahead and proceed to the last part, which we will answer the last question. I've combined them all for everyone. All right. So one moment. Let me just go ahead and flash the screen. All right. So the last question that we have for everyone. So it says here, based on the past year, what do you think of GameFi's development in 2022? And how should GameFi be optimized for the 2.0 era? Let's start with Wesley.
Yeah, could you repeat that question one more time?
All right. Okay, so the question is, based on the past year, what do you think of GameFi's development in 2022? And how should GameFi be optimized for the 2.0 era?
Yeah, absolutely. I think ultimately it was a very barbaric industry, to say the least, right? We see a lot of GameFi projects popping out left and right in 2021, and many of those projects, now we're looking back, really didn't make it. But at the time you look at it, it's like, wow, this GameFis are really having a lot of potential. And one of the reasons behind it is because there's no playability within the game, right? People only focus on the specific financial aspect of the game, but not necessarily the playable metrics of the game. So I do think there are certain games that are going to make it as they iterate moving forward, especially the ones that have a lot of cash on them. So funny story, actually. I was I was pitching a specific project with Griffin Gaming, and I was asking for their typical check sizes. And they were surprising to me. They were telling me anywhere between 5 to even 25, even 30 million US dollars. And I was curious why so much, right? For an MVP like game. So Griffin further explains, basically telling me that in order for you to make a playable game, that's the amount of money you have to spend. So that's just to put into a perspective. Developing a game is not as easy as people think, and you have to consider about in-game graphics, the gaming mechanisms, and many other variables. So moving forward, into the next decade or so, I'm really hoping to see GameFi industry really grows, matures, and eventually, ultimately, not only integrate the mere financial aspect to the game, but more of a more dynamic and more I guess player centric mechanisms into their games. So I think that is what all of our guests have to work on. I'm not a gaming person, but I am sure these guys are working very hard to achieve the answer to your question.
All right. So good point, Wesley. So basically, you've touched everything that I actually want to hear from a perspective, because I know that you're from Heco, and then you said that you're not a gamer, right? So basically, it's from a standpoint of not being biased, but of course, it's the fact that you actually about your opinion. So I do agree with that. This is our own personal opinion, guys. Okay, don't shoot the messenger on us. But of course, Wesley's point is actually on point when it comes to it's not really that easy to actually launch a game. Just easy, like you'll just post. I saw one GameFi. It's just like Candy Crush. So how can you put tokenomics on that? Basically, it's just like, oh, okay. But anyway, so good point, Wesley. So let's go ahead and ask Sam for his points. So I'll just repeat the question so you'll actually answer it in a good way. So based on the past year, what do you think of GameFi's development in 2022? And how should GameFi be optimized for the 2.0 era? Sam, you're muted. Sam?
Me?
Okay, so that's the question for you. So,
Okay.
okay, do I need to repeat the question?
Repeat the question. Okay.
Okay, so based on the past year, what do you think of GameFi's development in 2022? How should GameFi be optimized for the 2.0 era? I mean, this is the battle between Web 2.0 and Web 3.0.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think the first, my the improvement or optimize. I think the how to make the blockchain game can live long, because many blockchain game just want to get some investment, and it's not so funny, and it's hard to pay. I think many this kind of game we just we cannot play for long. So I think the first thing, how to develop some blockchain game or GameFi game, is really very interesting and entertainment. I think it's really important. So, and the second thing is, when you play the game, it's not a single game. You know, because when we play the Candy Crush, the single game, casual game, you can play alone. You don't need any other competitor, any other player to interact with you. So I think the social game will be the trend for the blockchain game, because when you get some like a token, like an NFT or some asset in the game, you want to show off. Maybe you want to get some fun because when you get an essay, you can show the value. You will very exciting. So I think the game will be play for social. This is the second thing. And finally, the UGC, when we talking about Web 1.0 or Web 2.0, and right now will be the Web 3. But when we think about the Web 3, so it's a decentralized way. So many game player can do some user generation content. They can make some innovation in the game. So I think the like the metaverse, or you build a game environment, game engine, but you not just design for the game company. I think the game, most of the content generated by the game player, you will be very interesting for this. So I think the blockchain game must be play for fun and play for social, and will be UGC. User can generate more content and the idea in the game. I think it will be the GameFi 2.0. Yeah, it's my.
Okay, so I really do get what you mean. It's just like really bridging the decentralization over to the traditional games, right? Because again, they're always used to, I mean, they're used to with the centralized structure for their employees, on how they work, on how they communicate. So thank you so much for your good point, Sam. So let's go ahead, and for the last one to answer for the last question is Andre. You're muted, Andre.
Yeah, my mic now is on. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we talk about the transition to their 2.0 era of the GameFi. And if we talk about it, I think it should be optimized by collaboration with the large game communities. And I like their version of the SAM. It's interesting. Proof of social. It's something interesting. Just when you should not only proof of play, or you should also proof of social, and this social should understand what is it. And as you said, if we combine the blockchains and also crypto phones with standard phones, it's only like 2% of it. And I think by the business way and business strategy, you should to grab and to explain to the big world what is it. And I think the next era will be when the big media will support it and believe it, first of all. When they will do it, more people will understand. And I think they will make a proof of social. And after that, I think we'll develop the proof of play. And with the collaboration large of game communities, because in collaboration with large GameFi communities, the vector of change is possible, and development of journey also during the legal opinion and lobbying in countries such as China, such as also Asia, such as America as well. Only by combining the needs of these communities can their transition to the 2.0 era be made. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for answering all of our questions. So I'll get to choose the 10 questions for later because we're running out of time. Basically, it's almost 2 hours for this great event, and we're really happy inviting you here along with GMATRIX team, hosted by GMATRIX team, but of course sponsored by Polygon. There's a lot. Huobi Heco. So guys, don't forget to. By the way, all of them are basically docs. So when you mean docs, they're all fully verified. So guys, I know that there's a lot of people chasing over meme tokens recently. So here, it's actually best that they're actually presenting themselves as fully docs, full devs, great developers, and of course, a reputable exchange like Huobi Heco. All right. So what's your last message for the community? Let's start with Andre.
Yeah, let's believe to their era of 2.0 together, and try to understand better how does it work, and let's collaborate more with each other. And I think the next step and the next central of their GameFi industry, it's in collaboration. And thank you so much to join us during this AMO session, and I will be glad also to join next one. And just good luck and be with us.
Thank you so much, Andre. How about you, Sam?
Yeah, I think the GameFi 2.0 metaverse is just beginning. I think many things we can collaborate. So GMATRIX will be the infrastructure for the GameFi and the metaverse. We will continue to make the project successful, and welcome to communicate with and give us some feedback. We will try our best to make the generation game company can join the ecosystem and mainland to develop many funny game and interesting game with us. So thank you for the event, and very happy with you. Thank you.
All right. Last one is Wesley. What's your last message for the community?
Yeah, guys, stay safe. It's a bear market coming in. I just like if you, yeah, I'm not making any financial advices. Still investing like trash points. Look at these guys. They're building actual product. They're trying to make the whole crypto space a lot more fun. Stay tuned for the projects that come ahead. Don't get stuck to what was previously happening, and yeah, keep your head high, and yeah, thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
And by the way, this is the highest viewers that we have. It's 260 viewers, and it's our first time doing a live on YouTube. We're mostly on Facebook. So guys, congratulations. This is a successful event for all of us. And please stay safe and healthy. Rock on. Keep building, as per CZ said. I always follow his words. And he's really a good, what do you call this, role model for us to actually be sane during this bear market, All right, guys. So stay safe and healthy. And thank you so much for your time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, we already have the list for the winners. Oh yan, maayos na. Okay, I can speak Tagalog now. Anyway, this is our first time here on YouTube to be on live, and it is successful already. So I'm happy seeing YouTube's statistics on my end that we actually have an ATH average all-time high of 260 viewers. Thank you so much. Are you all ready for the list of winners? So this one was chosen basically by someone. So I'll go ahead and announce now the winners. So we already have 2 winners earlier. So it is basically, hold on. Let me just check. All right, one moment. I'll just get the names. Guys, did you know that this is also a surprise for me for today? All right, so sino ba yung kaninang winner? Kanina, the first winner is Alexier. So Alexier, please do message Block Tides on Facebook. And the other one, hold on. Where is the other question? It's actually from Anne Marjorie Ramos. So the first question that was chosen, this is for the price of 1,000 each. So Alexier Lance Escovidal, his question earlier is, can you tell about the SDK of GMATRIX? And what are the benefits of your SDK middleware to game applications? So guys, that's the question from Alexier. You can go ahead and message Block Tides. And the other question is from Anne Marjorie Ramos. One moment. So the question from Anne Marjorie is regarding uniqueness. How are you different from other projects with the same concept as yours? So guys, please go ahead, Anne Marjorie Ramos, go ahead and message Block Tides, and congratulations, you won 1,000 worth of Gcash. So for the other winners, so are you all ready, guys? So all right, so this question is from Heidi Pamer. How do you deal with the security threats of your project, which actually Place War encountered? So we made sure that there's no security threats that's gonna happen, because most of the GameFi projects are being attacked. So we hired a white hat hacker, and then yeah, Heidi Pamer. So security threats of your project. Do you have any audit in recent times for trust? So that's the third selected question. And the other question is from Alright, so from Doybins, projects are continuously attacked by hackers. This is a nightmare for many projects. So, what is your strategy to anticipate hacking possibilities in your platform? So that's the question from Doybins. So whoever you are, guys, eto hindi na ako mag-aantay. I'll not wait for you anymore because this one is chosen by the team of GMATRIX. So the other question is basically, the other one is, how do you, okay, this one is from Marina. How do you plan to spread awareness of your project in different countries? Regions where English can't be used? Well, do you have a community approach for them to be better understand the project? So yep, that's from Marina. So she's the winner. Please go ahead and message Block Tides. Guys, this one was chosen by the managers of GMatrix, okay? All right. So the next question is, all right. So this one is, one moment, ang tagal mag-load. John Mike Cano. So John Mike Cano, what are your ways to make this GameFi not that addictive to some players? I definitely agree with this because, you know, there needs to be like a balance when it comes to creating a game. So yeah, so not to produce addiction, for the reason that in our recent momentum, there are a lot who are addictively engaged to online game, which specifically targets mental health. So guys, this is a good question from John Mike Cano. Please go ahead and message Block Tides. So we already have 6 winners for the 1000. So the next winner is the next question is J Bars. Do you have plan where players can make their own game on a platform itself like Roblox? And do you guys also have a plan in making your own game? So that's the question from J Bars. Please go ahead and show yourself and message Block Tides. Congratulations. And the other one is, there's a lot of good questions, guys. So that's why basically Wesley and the other guys are happy. All right. So the next question is, this one is from Lawrence Pasqua. Being a game developer, how do you assure the game sustainability in terms on the economy, burning mechanism, and other factors that means a lot to the gamers, especially to the community? That's a nice question as well. So that is from, sino ulit siya? Lawrence Pasqua. Please message Block Tides Facebook. Go ahead and do that, and congratulations. So we already have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 3 more for the 1000. So the next question that was chosen, all right, there's a lot. Okay, you guys are so active. So the next question is Vern Typin. Who's that? This is my first time seeing you. So who or what is the inspiration behind GMATRIX? And what are your plans on making the investors stay long term? That's a good question from, nakakalimutan ko, Vern Typin. Vern Typin. Please message Block Tides and show yourself again and again. Congratulations. 2 more winner. Oh, this one is not related with GMATRIX and this event. So actually the question here is how to apply scholarship pro place bar. Guys, I'll answer that later. So okay, so the next question is from... Two more. Two more question. This is from... Ang tagal niyang mag-load. Alright, this is from Ryan D. Cruz. So what is the GameFi biggest factor to be popular around the globe? So Ryan D. Cruz, whoever you are, please go ahead and message Block Tides. So one more winner for the 1,000 is... The winner is... Ang gaganda ng question, nahirapan kaya silang mamili. Tiyan mo yung isa, hindi niya masagot. Alright, so the last question is Andy Pahayahay. Tama ba? 9 na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the last question is from Andy Pahayahay. How can GameFi gather and attract gamers to play in GameFi? What are your tactics? May it be on the reward system, trophy system, and community system. So he's asking about the tokenomics. So this one is really a good question. So Andy Pahayahay, go ahead and message Block Tides. And so are you ready for the 5,000 winner? So I do have for the 5,000 winner. One moment. All right. So this one, are you all ready, guys? Bangs lang sa kalam, sabi ni Aninon. All right, so I do have the last. Okay, this one is for the 5,000 winners. Winners, and dami. So this one is a great point. So this one is from Walking Eye Bags. So other than earning, what other value can it give to its community and investors? So this one is Walking Eye Bag. So I don't know who you are, but for those who's really having a username here, please go ahead and screenshot yung YouTube nyo and then prove that it's really you who owns the account, okay? Kasi meron ditong account settings sa YouTube, so you don't have a name. So for those who's actually having, we need a screenshot, okay? So of course, for us to make it fair. So the last question for the 10,000 is, are you all ready? Are you ready? So please press hashtag GMATRIX. 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 Sana all clear skin. Si Walking Eye Bags na sabi niya. Thank you, Jopay. Malaki daw eye bags nun, malamang. Hashtag GMATRIX, guys. Ako kinakabahan kapag 10,000 na, guys, eh. Fresh ko daw, sabi ni Fiona Thea. Ito yung camera kasi na hindi gumana last week, guys. So, kita lang baba ako. Bakit ganun? Let me just fix it. Let me just fix it. Ba't baba lang kita sa akin, ah? Oh, there. Naaayos pala siya. Alright, ayan. Alright, guys. So, the last question. Congratulations in advance. Are you ready? Hashtag GMATRIX. Thank you for the following. No. Thank you to the following sponsors for today. So our sponsors for today is basically, there's a lot, guys. So let me just go ahead and plug before anything else. All right. And so our sponsors for today, let's all thank them. So the co-sponsors of this event is DIT Startup, Game and Metaverse Developer Association, in cooperation with Ethereum, in cooperation with Polygon, in cooperation with BNB Swap, in cooperation with Huobi Heco Chain, in cooperation with B21 Capital, in cooperation with RedPad Games Coin, and lastly, guys, in cooperation with MoMagic. So there's a lot of big names already. So yeah. So the main sponsor and host of this event is basically GMATRIX. And we hosted the event for them. And we're really grateful at the same time. And the other one is Polygon Studios, Torum, and Heco. Yeah, I already mentioned that. So Gamefi Developer Talk is considered and now declared as a successful event. Thanks to you guys, because without you guys, this will not be possible. Alright. And just an announcement that Place War will be live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Manila time. Congratulations to everyone, and of course, up above for everything. Alright. So, yung nag-question kanina, I'll answer this while I'm waiting for the question that was chosen. So, guys, how to be a scholar? So, look at the partners of Place War. We already posted one of our partners guild that they're actually looking for scholars, which is Avisa Gaming Guild. And the other one that's going to post their information about the scholarship program is Liberty Gaming Guild. Again, guys, just a recap that we've actually partnered with 30 plus guilds with Place War alone. And it's organic, and they've all reached out and aped in just for us to, of course, support Place Wars. Place Donia is here. Alright, so the last winner, let's go Place War. Naiway ko pa yun, naisingit ko pa yun. Alright. Give me a moment. Ang tagal nila mag-reply. Alright, ang tagal. One moment, guys. This one is from Rose Meneka. So this one, she said, how do you ensure that a physical asset and the associated NFT is connected? Wow! That's a really, really good question, guys. Because this one is basically in the theme of Gamefi Developer Talk. And the theme for today, traditional game businesses participate in the blockchain industry. So, Rose, go ahead and message Blocktides, whoever you are, kasi wala dito yung totoong identity nyo. So, please go ahead and message Blocktides, guys. Yeah, congratulations, guys. I'm about to end this special live series hosted by Blocktide, sponsored by GMATRIX, Huobi, Polygon, Ethereum, Red Games. I forgot. Red Games? Okay, I'll repeat my goodbye message. Hold on. Alright. Thank you so much for everyone who's supporting here. Stay tuned for another live series in the coming weeks. And of course, this event, Gamefi Developer Talk, is brought to you by GMATRIX, and the co-sponsors are DIT Startup, Game and Metaverse Developer Association, in cooperation with Ethereum, Polygon, BNB Swap, Heco Smart Chain, Heco Chain by Huobi, B21 Capital, and Redpad Games Coin and Mo Magic. Stay safe and healthy. Congratulations to all of the winners. Please go ahead and message Blocktites. And of course, guys, don't forget that the launching of Place War will be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Manila time. I'll see you in the battlefront. Bye, guys! Thank you so much. And welcome again for another event for, of course, Blockchain, Crypto, and DeFi Conference 2021. I'm Myrtle Ramos, the founder of Blocktites and also the official influencer of CoinMarketCap. Thank you so much for having me here, and of course, guys, for spending your time, of course, in going here for our 5th anniversary.
The only thing that we need to do is continuous education, continuous innovation, and putting blockchain in every hands of Filipino. Once you were able to do that, we can be able to harness the great power of that technology.